Ladies and gentlemen, I am sick and tired of the gurus lying to you about manifestation. You know, you'll hear people say, oh, to manifest, you don't have to do anything. You could just sit around and close your eyes and visualize all day long, and your hopes and your wishes and your dreams will come true. And here's the thing, guys, it's BS. It is simply not true that you could just sit and manifest and not do anything, not take any action, and things will magically happen, okay? So I'm gonna prove this to you, because what they're saying, there's no proof behind it. What I'm gonna share with you is proof, okay? Let's imagine that you want an ice cream, okay? Draw a beautiful little ice cream cone here. I'm a fan of Baskin Robbins myself. Comment what kind of ice cream you guys like in the chat, okay? And you want an ice cream cone. However, the problem is that you are in the middle of the desert. Well, guess what? I don't care how hard you manifest. I don't care how much you visualize. If you're in the middle of the desert with no stores, no nothing around, you're not gonna find any ice cream, okay? Now, a better opportunity, a better thing to do would be, hey, there's this Baskin Robbins over here, okay? And BR, rather than sitting here hoping and wishing and praying, why don't I take action and move myself towards the Baskin Robbins? This seems so elementary, so simple, but pay attention. That's how manifestation actually works. Now, sometimes you don't even know where the Baskin Robbins is, right? Sometimes we're going through and we're manifesting success in our business and our lives, and there's nothing there. Well, guess what? Staying here for sure is going to produce zero results. So the only way we give ourselves the best shot is to move. Now, sometimes, actually most of the time, it doesn't look like that, where it's just a straight line. Hey, there's the Baskin Robbins, go. Most of the time, it kind of starts off like this, right? You're in the desert, and you're like, dude, I want to go to Baskin Robbins, but I don't know where one is. Okay, forget about the Baskin Robbins. How about let's find a highway. Let's find a highway that I could get to, right? Okay, cool. I'm out of the middle of the desert. Now I'm on a highway. What's the next step? Okay, let me find the next big city. How about that? Okay, cool. We're gonna find a big city like beautiful Las Vegas, right? I'm not gonna draw all that. You get the picture. Okay, cool. Now we found the big city. Okay, now within the big city, maybe I could borrow somebody's phone and I could look up where the nearest Baskin Robbins is, right? So we borrow somebody's phone, we go on Google or whatever you use, and all of a sudden hey, there's a Baskin Robbins down the road. Perfect. And then finally, with taking action, you get to the Baskin Robbins. So this is how manifestation actually works. We don't have a clear view of how exactly we're going to get to the Baskin Robbins. We don't know what building we're going to find. We don't know what person we're going to borrow the phone from. We don't know exactly where the Baskin Robbins is. However, if we just move in the direction, that next step, eventually we get there. So that's how manifestation actually works. Now I'm going to go deeper into this, okay? Because some people will argue, oh, you could just sit at home and you could do this and do that and everything will happen. No. So here's the other thing. And I want you to test this, right? We're going to test this together. I want you to say these words. You could say it out loud, you could say it in your head. I want to be president of the beautiful US of A. Okay? I want you to say that. Because again, when people say, hey, you can do anything you put your mind to, it's not necessarily 100% true. So say that right now. I want to be president of the United States. Wonderful. Now I want you to say this next statement. I'm willing to do the work to become president of the USA. Now say that. Say it. Try to say it out loud. When my mentor showed me this exercise, I could not even verbalize the words. It actually kind of made me sick inside and it made my throat get tight. I was like, honestly, I don't even want to say it because there's no point, because there is not any part of me that is willing to do the work to become the president of the United States. So this is where people fall off. They say, I want to make $1 million a month. I want to make $1 million a year. But then when you ask them, hey, are you willing to do the work to get to the $1 million a year or become the president of the United States. And most people aren't. This is why most people do not have what they want. Now, there's a difference between not doing work, working way more, and then finding the sweet spot where not only are you putting the effort, you're also using your mind as a manifestation tool. Because one of the biggest mistakes that people make is they don't believe manifestation is real. All they believe in is the physical, is the work. And then what ends up happening is the opportunities, the circumstances, the events that could help them shortcut their results, they just never come in. They think, I have to work really, really hard to be successful, right? So there's two ends of the spectrum here. So, you know, what I like to describe hypnosis and manifestation is like steroids for your mind, right? Look, if you work out without steroids, you're going to eventually build a good body, right? It's going to take you longer, it's going to be harder, but eventually you'll get there. Now, by using manifestation, using hypnosis, using all these tools, visualization, you still, again, if you're going to take steroids, you can't just take steroids and not work out. You have to lift weights in order to build the body that you want. It's the same thing with manifestation. You still have to work out. Hypnosis, visualization, you still have to put in the work. It's just that it's going to shortcut your results. It's going to get you to the body that you want faster, and typically it's much, much better. So start to use, I'm going to leave you with one last thing here. Start to use this principle. Don't just say it's all about work. There's no value in visualization. Manifestation is bullshit. You could do that, but it's going to take you longer. Now, on the opposite end, you can't just sit around and not do nothing all day. Let's combine those two together. Let's combine the work ethic with the manifestation, with the hypnosis, with the visualization, and that's when you become a powerhouse in whatever industry you're in or just in your life in general. Now, there's an old saying, this is an easy way to kind of wrap this up. So we think or we visualize, we imagine with our mind, right? Okay, that's the first step. Everything starts here. Before anything comes into physical, it always starts here. So it starts in the mind through visualization, through meditation, through hypnosis. The second stage that this begins to come to fruition is we have to feel it, right? And we feel it in our heart. We feel it with our emotion. This is where our passion, our excitement bubbles up for us to actually go out and make into the physical what started in the mind. And then the third step is we take action using our hands. Okay? Again, the idea starts in the mind. You hold on to that idea long enough. That will generate feelings of passion, of excitement in your heart, the motivation, the desire, the willingness to go do it. Now, you can't just stop there. You have to put it together with your hands. Whether that's actually physically putting it together with your hands, maybe you're building a house, right? And you're gonna sit there and physically build it, or maybe it's picking up the phone and making the call to the contractor that's gonna build it. Either way, something has to be done. So hold the idea in your mind long enough to where you feel the passion, the motivation, the excitement, the inspiration. And once you feel that inspiration, build it into reality using your hands. If you want to, every week, as of right now, I do a free live hypnosis session. I'm not going to be doing this forever. I don't know when I'm going to cut it off. So if you ever want to experience hypnosis with me live in a group setting, go to the link in the description and register right now. And also, if you're like, you know what, Dom, I already love your stuff. I don't need to experience it. I just want to book a call with somebody on your team and see if I could work with you or somebody else. You can go to the link in my bio as well. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, send this to a friend who needs to hear it, and start putting this stuff together. All right? No more sitting around in the desert wishing for ice cream. Go out and find that Baskin Robbins.